Hey guys, Desloader Magic here. Finally back after working on another project all week. It's a video. What they said about working with animals and kids is correct, except I think they just threw animals on that list to make the kids look better. Really just don't work with kids. They're impossible to film with. Anyway, hit subscribe if you want to see that video when it comes out in a couple days. But for now, let's talk about some magic stuff. So they opened the vault in Thunder Junction and it contained a furry. Who would have thought? Biggest news story of the week. Oh, just kidding. We got some other stuff. Faye Dalton decided to steal some artwork from another artist that did work on another recent MTG set. Boy, they really thought they weren't going to get caught. So, I mean, it's up on screen. Yeah, just trace over job. I mean, you could say, oh, they used it as a base. Well, the whole entire wall behind her isn't modified, so it's a little more than using it as a base. So that original artwork is by Donata Giancola. And so far, WotC just announced, hey, we're looking into this, and yeah, now we decided we're not going to work with Faye ever again. That was like the whole statement. 2 sentences. Couldn't even be bothered to put the commas where they're supposed to go in those sentences, actually, so that was a bit of a rush, I guess. The last time this happened, I believe they offered double or triple the money to the original artist. It's not just like, oh, here's your penalty thing, here's us just being the good guy. It was like, okay, here's way more money than we would have paid this person. Can we now officially license this so that you can't sue us for more? Because these are now on a product that we're selling, so you can come after us for an enormous amount of money. Plus the legal fees and the big black eye in the press. So yeah, the last time this happened, it was kind of bribe money. This time around, they didn't mention anything about paying the artist. So Faye Dalton's career is over. Her website has been scrubbed. She disappeared from social media. She's going into hiding. She might as well just change her name at this point. And from what I can gather, despite her trying to delete herself from the internet, they hired her because of her politics and her orientation. Like they always do. Well, that worked out. It's almost like far lefties are really, really immoral, never have their stuff together, and don't have like hard work or values or, yeah, that's the left. Stop hiring members of it or you're going to keep getting burned like this, obviously. And remember, this is the same WotC that just outright refuses to hire black people to make any of their art, including art of black people. Hooray for diversity and inclusion. They're doing a great job. While hiring thieves. So some of Faye's work was also seen to be copied, so we can assume almost all of it's probably copied and she's a talentless hack or just a lazy procrastinator or got in over her head. I've heard all the different stories. Becomes real easy to justify it once you do it just a little bit. Just base your artwork a little bit off someone else's ideas, then a little more, and now you just copy their entire wall and doorway and the characters and everything else. And they always come back with, I don't get paid enough and it's so hard. Oh, shut up. It's not like we have a statement from her. We're never going to hear from her ever again. I'm just going off of stuff I've heard in the past. So, yeah, good job. Hire some people with some morals next time. By the way, they have announced that they absolutely are not going to use AI for final products in D&D or MTG. So you can use all the AI you want as long as it doesn't generate the final product. So if you want to have AI write an outline for an entire Magic story, but then you kind of fill it in and make it your own, that's fine. That's within their policy. They said so. People are like, well, WotC said no AI, absolute ban, which is literally not what they said. And then the CEO of Hasbro or someone, I think it was Chris Cox or someone at Hasbro, someone from the board, I don't remember. They came out in an interview and said, oh, we're going to implement AI everywhere. We're doing AI and everything. He didn't say like Wizards of the Coast specifically, but they were just like, yeah, AI, we're embracing AI. And I think that's kind of like the whole .com boom thing where every website, people just throw money at it. AI is a boom. Okay, it's too expensive. Some high-profile AI companies have already gone bankrupt like this week because they couldn't pay their server bills to keep the GPUs spinning. Google's got to start charging for Gemini, which generates racist images of Nazis. Then we got Copilot. Microsoft wants us to pay $30 a month on top of an E5 license. Yeah, AI is a joke. It's going to be very narrowly used and it's all going to collapse in the next 2 years. It is a bubble. So, I think that it was just dumb boomer tells press yay AI because AI is a buzzword. It's kind of like, reverse 20 years. Oh, HD, we're embracing HD. Everything's going to be HD. It's like you run a food company. Yeah, but it's going to be HD food. HD, HD, HD. My marketing company told me to say HD as many times as possible because people have a 91% positive connotation of it. Got to put X in the name because the marketing people told us we're cool and X is cool. Say it's based on AI, even if it's factually not based on AI and it's just algorithms. Or you could look at what AI apparently stands for to Amazon, which is actually Indian. because their self-checkout, just walk out, whatever system store thing was actually just Indian people. It was 3% AI, 97% people in India overseas working through their whatever program, and 70% of the time it needed human intervention. Just like self-driving cars. Okay, this is going to be the anti-AI rant, but I just wanted to share some of those fun news stories with you because, don't invest in AI. It's garbage. It's a bubble. It's already popping. It's overpriced. People are going to get a wake-up call, and they're only going to use it if their company actually has the budget and the need to truly process large amounts of data or have really, really good large language models for a really good reason. And like I said, they have the budget for it. Now, that said, do I think MTG is going to keep getting affected by AI art and manual theft like this? Yeah, I do. What is to stop somebody who's been an artist for 10 years, they're making less and less money because of the internet, and everybody's going over to Korea and places with cheaper labor and stuff and saying, hey, let's hire an artist from there. What's the difference? It's drawing is drawing. Who cares? And now everybody's got access to HD scanners. Ha, HD. It's like now you're competing with everyone. You're competing with the whole world. And in real time, people can transfer whole portfolios, giant high-res art, just in the snap of fingers. So artists are making less and less money. What's to stop an artist from saying, here, sample all of my art and then generate this art based on these prompts that are in the style of this artist's art, and then just put your own name in? You tell me how they're going to stop that if the original artist has a very distinct style. And there's no anomalous AI triggers, and you can run it through an AI detection program, which, by the way, the AI detection programs are being used to train the AI programs to generate AI that doesn't get detected by AI detection programs, in case you were wondering. Oh, and when you got to click on the traffic lights, the cars, the bikes, and all that, they don't care. They have proven that AI is 4 times faster than you at it, so they're actually just tracking your mouse movements and your click patterns, not whether or not you can recognize a blurry picture of a crosswalk. So in other news, everything in your entire life is a lie. Let's move on to the next one. This is the art that came on a secret lair. It's some kind of weird thing hanging from a chandelier and what appears to be a shot of an actual built model. That's kind of cool. I mean, Pokemon's been doing the real life clay things and then the knitted yarn ones. I don't know if they're drawn AI generated or actually made in reality, but I think this is kind of the same thing. People are like, this looks AI. Well, besides the fact that it looks awful and probably doesn't fit in MTG, it's just not my style. I think it's kind of neat in general. I don't know what it has to do with aura shards, like the phrase aura shards, but the actual text kind of fits the artwork, like what the card does, so okay. But yeah, people are accusing this being AI, but guess what? Look at the artist portfolio going back to before AI was invented for images. Checkmate. Unless they did what I just said. But people are saying, yeah, this is really ugly, weird, and I hate it, or it's kind of fitting and cute and I love it. I personally hate it, but it's at least interesting but also inoffensive, and at the end of the day, I didn't buy it, so I don't really care. And the last story comes out of the CEDH world. What do the letters CEDH stand for? It is Competitive Coin Flipping Enthusiasts. CEDH. Seriously, competitive EDH. Seriously. You bring your $20,000 deck with $10,000 worth of counterfeits and proxies that you may or may not be aware of to some event where you can show off and tell everybody, look how rich I am. Look, I could use a credit card. Wow. And then whoever goes first wins 85% of the time because you got a turn 1 win con. It's competitive EDH is a joke. It's basically vintage. It's one step behind Legacy from what I've heard, and I haven't heard about 50 cards getting banned to turn it down to a turn, or to make it not be a somewhat consistent turn 1 or turn 0 win con where you just take 100 singleton cards and win with the same exact method every time by tutoring for this, fetching for this, ramping into this, do this combo, boom, hit you for 40, I win. And if they disrupt you, then you just forfeit. You don't even keep playing it. This isn't even Magic. It's literally just competitive coin flipping. I completely support that assessment. I have zero interest in vintage, legacy, or competitive EDH. So naturally, that group and community of very well-adjusted people with definitely no mental problems or personality defects had some drama on their Discord server. How could that have happened? Well, a bunch of mods literally took it over. Kicked everybody out, deleted a bunch of the channels, and said, you know what? You're not being LGBTQ plus enough, which they are saying to other members of that community who were also mods, but because of some things they may have said about Ukraine or Israel. Wow, what a great way to not make yourself look like the bad guys is to attack members of your own community and your own group that you're all supposed to get along with because of their political beliefs and saying, we have to silence you, we're going to take this by force, potentially breaking laws, but definitely breaking unofficial internet laws, which is like, don't steal my Discord server. And it had all the logic of a teenager trying to rob a bank. Who would have thought that they just made another Discord server, everybody moved to it, and now it's just a bunch of whiny morons and nobody left on the original Discord server? Who would have thought? But yeah, they made themselves look the villain the second they went full Nazi, China censorship level of, we're not going to hear any other opinions other than our own. We are the most tolerant and diverse and welcoming community right up until you say something I disagree with, and then you're banned, and we're taking over, and we're going to take it over by force. Like, it's like a poorly written movie or like a joke. It looks like a comic strip, but this is reality. This is how stupid these far left people are. But everything they believe is like a contradictory, illogical mess of just mixed anger and blame everybody else for your problems to make yourself feel better that doesn't really come together with any semblance of like central logic or theme. And then this is what you get is people who are just like, they cannot possibly have it questioned because they know it'll fall apart. I mean, that's why you don't see real actual lefties come on anybody's like conservative talk shows and like do an actual interview because they'll just get destroyed. It'll be the end of their career. It'll be the end of everything they think. They'll get questioned and proven wrong on everything. They'll hear a bunch of evidence with actual proof that they don't hear in their little bubble, and they'll just psychologically collapse, go nuts, storm off, have a total meltdown. It's like, I hate the left so damn much. If you're a lefty and you're still watching this, it's been 11 minutes, leave the video. Like, how are you still here? This ain't the channel for you in case you didn't get that vibe over the last 12 years. So yes, the very logical LGBTQ activist mods kicked out other LGBTQ, whatever the hell they all wrote. I mean, just throw a couple P's in there. We know it's pedo at this point anyway. Because of their lack of support for Muslims, who are famous for treating women and gay people really, really well. It just all makes perfect sense. And then they thought they wouldn't just immediately all move to another Discord. Like what? Hey, don't forget to vote in November, by the way, if you're American. Just a reminder. Hopefully Trump drops dead so that Vivek can win, because Trump's clueless. He doesn't even know what the enemies are. And no matter who the candidate is, I'll just announce it right now. I'm up for the VP job. All you gotta do is make a tie-breaking thing in the Senate and then just go shake people's hands and take photos the rest of the time and then just do whatever and like, hi, I'm the replacement. What's up? Like, you're basically like the royal family. You literally do absolutely nothing except show up to like smaller countries when the president doesn't feel like flying there. Yeah, no, I would just be the woke witch hunter. We're going on a 4-year witch hunt and we're going to find them. They're going to get ripped out of every courtroom, every school board, everywhere. We're going to make life living hell for them. That would be my dream job. So anybody who wants to hire a American executive level professional witch hunter lefty deplatformer, I'm running. I'm open for it. Call me. Emails somewhere on my channel. I know they moved. It's not on the About tab anymore. Even I don't know how to email myself. Not that I would. Seriously, unsub. Why are you still here, lefties? Why are you still watching this? Like actually, seriously. All the comments are held for moderation. Whatever you write, I'm going to delete it before anybody sees it. Just get off my channel. It's not healthy for your blood pressure. Go join some other little Discord where they can all, agree with each other until they, start loading the guns in the circular firing squad and then attack each other and stage a coup and then, fork the channel into another one and, just typical lefty stuff, So anyway, that was hilarious. There's more details to this, but I don't care. Everybody on both sides are morons and CEDH players are especially morons. So I don't care. I just want to report on this because it's like, haha, point and laugh at the funny monkeys at the zoo. Look how unintelligent they are and look at all the dumb shit they do. I think I accidentally just wrote a poem. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but damn it, I'm leaving it in. So thanks for watching. Hate is gonna hate, and I'll see you guys next video.